everyone. So nobody's on here yet, but that's fine. I'm just putting this because I know it's going to be recorded. So it's been a while since I've done a live stream or things like that. This is a study with me live stream technically, but I just want to give like quick updates. So basically, I am finally officially done with all of my classes. I do not have to take any more like formal classes before I work on my dissertation. Yay! So, what I'm doing now is I'm essentially focusing on my dissertation proposal. So, I am not what's called ABD yet, which means like all but dissertation. However, I am getting closer to that. It's very exciting. So, what I have to do first is I have to work on my proposal and write that out. And compared to some, though, I gave myself a lot of work to do for my proposal, but in the end, it'll be great if it all works out the way I hope for it to. Uh, I'll get into that later because this is a study thing, but I just want to mention that. And then also, the thing though is that because of the schedule I set for myself, I want to be clear about that. This is the schedule I set for myself. I have a lot of work to do over the holiday break. And I know that there are probably many other PhD students out there that also have this extensive amount of work to do over the holiday break. So I wanted to put a live out there because I know that especially during the holidays or breaks, it's even harder to really like hunker down and focus and get work done because there's 1,000 other things that you could be doing or want to be doing. So I thought it would be a great time for a live, especially a live where I don't even know necessarily if I'm going to like have a set time for this, like in terms of the whole thing. But I am going to set timers so that there are breaks. And then there might be pauses or something like that just to have like a forced break. But overall, I don't really know how long this is going to last. Hopefully, no more than, like an hour or two. But it's also closer to meal time. So there might be a time where I pause and then come back or something like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a Pomodoro timer for, I'm trying to remember. It's been so long since I've used this thing. I'm going to set it for 30 minutes because I'm trying to do some smaller increments right now. And then, maybe later do more deep work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it up to where there's like little 5-minute breaks in between the 30 minutes. And it says a long break for 15 minutes, but given that I don't know what the timing, we might not ever reach a long break. So yeah, okay. So I have set that up, but it's not started yet. One thing that I wanted to do for this one, and I don't know if maybe if you want to kind of jot this down as well as you do this, go right ahead. But I wanted to kind of essentially like set my intentions for the study session. And so if you want to, while I'm finishing this up, take like a minute or two and just like write down, or writing down is best because if you're like me, that visual reminder is extremely helpful. But just set your intentions for this study session. Like, what are the tangible things that you need to get done to make sure that you have a successful study session? Now, when I say set your intentions, I want to be clear because this is something where with like my mindset, I am trying not to get myself down because I always am stuck in, I should do this or I should have done that. And I get kind of beat myself up over things that I haven't done or, think I was supposed to do because that's what a good student does, things like that. And so I want to be clear that when I set kind of like my intentions for the study session, I do not say like, oh, I have to have these done by the end of the study session. While obviously there are things where like, if you have a hard deadline, clearly you have a hard deadline and you can't control that. But I try to be very cognizant of like not saying I should be doing this, I should be doing that in terms of like the expectation, but it's more of like, this is my aim. This is what I want to do while I'm in this study session. So let's do this. So my study sessions things are set here. Now, these are not all study session things. I just make like a big list of this is what I aim to do for the day or period of time. And so I almost forgot that I have committee tasks to do. So I'm on this committee. I won't talk about it in detail, but I'm on this committee and I realized that there's a deadline for some things coming up. So even though I want to just jump right into working on my dissertation stuff, I do need to be responsible and get the stuff done. So I'm going to jump into that first. And then I have 3 articles, I think, as I've mentioned in a previous video. The first article is the one that's like most dense and really requires a lot of work. So I plan to finish, and when I outline, it's not really maybe a formal structure of an outline, but it's more of I'm trying to make sense of what I'm needing to say in full sentences. So an outline is essentially a combination of keywords or sentences or quotes or things like that, just to kind of piece together what I'm going to say. Because then when I go back to actually write paragraphs, I can mentally do that a lot more quickly. I don't know if that's the most efficient or effective approach, but it works for me. So that's what I do. And then I have some emails to send, catch up on, things like that. And then some priority that maybe I'll talk about it in another video if I have time is I have been consistently doing yoga. And I have reached a point where I feel a huge difference when I do or don't do yoga. So I've been trying to really make sure that no matter what, I always do yoga. So for this study session, I'm going to be working on the committee tasks and then also trying to get into my Article 1 work. And then if I don't get to my emails, that's fine. I'll do it after my meal later. So anywho, happy studying and use this time as you need it. The whole purpose of these types of sessions is really just to give that sense of there's somebody across the table from you that is working with you, because we all know that we have to get some work done, and sometimes having the presence of another person is so helpful. I will have my headphones on because, like you'll see in the description, I cannot do silence. Silence is really horrible for me. But there are really great channels on YouTube that provide really ambient types of music. I know some people love the lo-fi stuff, and every once in a while I like it, but it's just not my thing. So I really go for the kind of instrumental acoustics or jazz. And so for this moment, I'm kind of going to the Calm by Nature channel for this one. So if you want to kind of listen to the similar thing, I know it's the holidays, but I have been listening to their holiday music so much lately. So I'm just kind of going back to their cozy fall coffee shop ambiance. I linked their channel down below. It's not like anything connected with them. I just really like their stuff. So I'm always happy to share things that I really enjoy, which includes this whole calmed by nature thing. So anywho, happy studying, and we'll see how it goes. I will put my headphones on and then start the timer. If my voice gets really loud, it's because I have my noise canceling headphones on. All right. So I don't know what I did. Okay. So here's our little Pomodoro timer, 30 minutes. Let's do this. Get off screen for a second.
Fantastic job. You've completed focus session. Take a break.
Okay, so we have reached our break time, and so I'm going to stand up for a second and move a little bit. I'm almost done with my work for this thing, so anywho, take a short break. I think we went for an hour instead of 30 minutes, maybe. But anyways, take a short break. See you soon. So while we're on this short break, I'm curious what you do during your breaks. Do you get up and move around? Do you spend time doing something different? Do you hydrate with water or getting a snack? For me, it really varies. And to be honest, unless I have prompting, I sometimes forget to take breaks. So I end up working through. And sometimes it's good because I got a lot of work done. But then at this downside, too, the moment I realize it's happening, I feel really, really stiff. And my body usually regrets that decision. Uh, and then also, I'm forgetting to like have food or drink water or things like that. So there's pros and cons to just powering through stuff, but I have become more aware of how beneficial even just short breaks, like 2-minute breaks, are awesome. So that's another thing is if you like to have a certain type of break during your study sessions, let us know. All right. Because this might be a shorter study session, I'm going to make my break short because, to be honest, probably as soon as I finish this task, I'm going to take a lunch break, like, and actually stop the stream, and then maybe come back. But so yeah. So if you want to take a longer break, enjoy your break. If you want to hop in and get some work done with me, let's do it.